Oh boy, yet another Eastern Conference matchup that is a tough call. I'm telling you, the Raptors, Boston Celtics, Miami Heat, Bucks, they're all a toss-up from here on out. And right now is a question mark who will represent the East in the NBA Finals. But now we see the Milwaukee Bucks versus the Miami Heat in the second round. The Heat beat the Bucks in the regular season, and the Bucks beat the Heat in the bubble, and the Heat didn't have Goran Dragic or Jimmy Butler. The Bucks are coming off a gentleman's sweep of the Orlando Magic, and the Miami Heat are coming off of a sweep of the Indiana Pacers. Honestly, the Pacers should have at least got 1 to 2 games off of the Heat, but there was a lot of questionable coaching, a lot of stagnant offense, and the Miami Heat just took it to the Pacers. The Heat have looked scary all year, and that sweep just made things look even more scarier. The Bucks, I am extremely worried about. They don't look like the same team from the actual regular season, and they look extremely suspect. Now they have Giannis Antetokounmpo, who is the best player in this entire series, and since he is the main protagonist in this NBA Eastern Conference anime plot, he may very well be protected by plot armor. Giannis is going to be Giannis. That's a given. He's going to give it his all, and he is going to drop 30 and 12 a night. Now the question for the Heat is how difficult can they make it for Giannis to be Giannis? Bam Adebayo can make things difficult for Giannis, but he isn't shutting him down completely. The Heat matches up very well with this Bucks team. Then there are extreme question marks with the Bucks supporting cast. Chris Middleton was suspect in the first round versus the Orlando Magic. He got better when the series went on, but he is a guy that needs to be consistent for the Bucks to be actual threats. Eric Bledsoe has a history of not showing up in the playoffs. He has to play huge this series as well. Then the Miami Heat has a lot of guys, even the young guys, that are stepping up. Tyler Hero, Kendrick Nunn, Duncan Robinson is a sniper, a great three-point shooter, and once he gets hot, he is going to rain from three. The Bucks aren't the best team at defending the three, and that was shown a lot even in their regular season matchup. Goran Dragic played great off the bench versus Indiana, and I really like how Jay Crowder is playing. Then they have Andre Iguodala, another defensive body out there. This Miami Heat team has a great balance of youth and veterans. Hell, even their 2-star players is a youth and a veteran. So when you have that balance, there really isn't much to worry about in playoff experience. It's just a matter of who's going to be consistent or not. I haven't even mentioned Jimmy Butler or Bam Adebayo yet. Jimmy was on in that Pacers series, and if he keeps that up, that is going to put even more pressure on the Bucks. Now, what I am worried about is how well the Heat can close out games against the Bucks. How do they defend the Bucks in transition? How do they neutralize a Brook Lopez and Giannis from scoring inside? And if they can consistently knock down threes, the Heat obviously wants to let someone who isn't Giannis to create. For the Bucks, I worry a lot who, other than Giannis, will step up big time for this team. Can Chris Middleton, Eric Bledsoe be consistent in the playoffs? And how well can the Bucks neutralize the Heat's three-point shooters? Let's say Chris Middleton is shooting consistent. The Heat has guys they can throw at Chris. Jimmy Butler, Andre Iguodala. The Heat can also force Middleton to be that decision maker, which he isn't the best at. Now, this will be key in this series is the matchup of the point guards. Now, I think Eric Bledsoe is the best point guard in this series, but a guy like Goran Dragic can easily outplay him. Goran outplays a lot of point guards. He's very smart, very crafty. If Bledsoe can't win that matchup, winning this series will be in the odds of the Heat. It will be tough for the Heat to score inside and rebound against the Bucks due to the size that the Bucks have, but they may be fine as they can work on the perimeter. With all that being said, and it honestly feels a bit weird saying this because I'm betting against the best player in this series, but I have the Miami Heat winning this series in 6 games. This is going to be an upset. I don't have a lot of faith in the Bucks core to step up, and it's just going to be Giannis doing everything. I haven't even mentioned that if Giannis can't shoot threes, that's another blunder. And if the Heat does what Stan Van Gundy preached, forming a you-know-what wall for Giannis, it is going to be difficult, and mix that with a Middleton or Bledsoe not stepping up. I can see Brook Lopez maybe having a good series here and taking advantage of the Heat's lack of size, but that's really it. The Bucks were extremely suspect in that Magic series, and I don't like their chances facing up against this really talented Miami Heat team. All in all, I have the Heat in 6 games, but who do you guys have for this series? Make sure to comment that in the comment section, like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. It really helps in supporting the channel, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video.